Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again to your favorite YouTube channel, Spring Selection. Once again, if you're new to the channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button and show me some love so that I can keep on producing more content like this. So, before I begin on this video, I'd like to tell you that man cannot remake himself without pain and suffering because he's both the marble and the sculptor. So, for you honorable people out there, the goal of life is always to be the most genuine, the most honorable, and the best person, the best version of yourself, regardless of the challenges that life throws at you, regardless of the shortness of life, and regardless of the rewards of life. That is the goal of life. So let's keep on improving ourselves. So I think sometime last year, I was in one of the leafy suburbs of Nairobi. I went to visit one of my friends, and I got there a little bit late, and I decided to take boda boda so that inipeleke to the specific gate haraka na upesi. So kachukua boda ndio mimi mbio mbio, faster. I was in a hurry, and before let me just take you back. Before embarking on this trip to see my friend, there was a time, a week earlier, I was just walking in town and I really saw some really nice shoes, extremely nice shoes. It's been a while kabla nitumie, kabla nivae viatu inatumia suede, like safari boots vile niko na hizo hairs hapo juu on top of the leather. So it was a shoe of a similar caliber. So, they were black with white soles. Brilliant. They were just perfect. Really masculine, but they were expensive. Sitaki kureveal ilikuwa how much because I don't want to make you feel depressed today. So I took some time to, keep the shoes tidy. Also prepared my attire for that particular day. So on that day nilikuwa nimepanga naenda kutesa, naenda kuua. So hiyo day imefika hivi, nimedungia my best. Niko on top of the boda now. Tunaishia ikaanza kudrizzle kiasi, but hiyo place tulikuwa tunaenda haiko mbali. But out of nowhere, all of a sudden, this guy was really speeding. Out of nowhere, all of a sudden, nikasikia tu like boom, like boom, boom, like in a whisker. I was nilikuwa nimerushwa huko kwa mtaro. Dere wa boda kwa the other side, pikipiki imeroll, imevunjika into pieces. The steering is over there, the wheels are over there, and I just couldn't fathom or imagine that I've just survived a motorcycle accident. First, I checked myself to see if I was hurt. I wasn't hurt. Secondly, kuangalia chini sina hata viatu. Sometimes najiulizanga how comes watu wakijiinvolve in a road accidents juu watu wengine hawana nguo, hawana viatu. Like trouser ilitokaje kwa mwili, like viatu ilitokaje kwa miguu, like t-shirt ilitokaje kwa mwili, those kind of questions. But on this particular time hata mimi sikuwa najua viatu ilitokaje kwa miguu. Like in one foot sikuwa na viatu, in the other foot nilikuwa na viatu but haina sole, and then on this shoe, kwa hiyo mguu yenye sina kiatu, kwenda kutafuta kiatu I don't know ilikanyangwa. I don't know what happened to the shoe because leather hapo juu ilikuwa imeharibika, like imekwaruzwa, big marks, maybe the scratch from the tarmac. And for some weird reason I didn't even feel lucky because I just escaped an accident. As a matter of fact, I was angry because my shoes I was angry. I was angry at the driver. I was angry at him. Mbona haku anticipate hiyo kona? Mbona hajanibeba vizuri? I was angry he ruined my shoes. I was angry that my jeans were torn on my knees, and I had scratches on the palms and on my knees, uh, on on my injuries. I didn't get very serious injuries, but a day later ndio nilikuja sasa kufeel, the real pain, my back, my shoulders, my elbows, my knees, nilikuja kufeel. But at that particular time, I think it's the adrenaline. Sikuwa na feel hiyo uchungu at that particular point. And then to make matters worse, kukaanza kunyesha. Si niliwaambia kuna drizzle. So ikaacha kudrizzle, sasa ikanyesha sasa completely. And there are no cars over there. Inapita itupatie lift or something. Hakuna shade because it's just gates and homesteads. It's just kwa barabara tu huko hivi. Simama hapo hivyo nikanyeshwa na mvua yote kutoka mwanzo hadi ishe for 30 minutes full. Mvua yote ikaninyeshea. Finally reaching on my destination, they welcomed me very well. Wakanipatia nguo za kuchange. They really took good care of me. But aside from that, my point exactly is, there are so many miracles that happens in your lives that you people are not really grateful for because of your attachment to earthly and material possessions. Because the value of a life is not comparable to the value of a shoe or the clothes. So I feel like most people, they are really too attached to material things, and they let those things determine their happiness or their peace of mind, which is very unreasonable, because I believe that life is a gift and which should be treasured. Because I believe, like, for example, right now, if you lose your phone right now, I believe you will be devastated because you are too attached to your phone. Or if you lose your spouse today, let's say amke tu aseme this relationship is not working anymore, not praying for that to happen to you, but mtu amke akwambia it's not working anymore, you'll be devastated because you are attached to them. Or let's say, you lose your house or you lose your job, you'll be devastated because you're attached to that job, you're attached to that house. And that is actually one of the Stoic philosophies from guys like Seneca, Epictetus, which are the principles that are very beneficial to you guys, to not be really attached to things. If something is not working, just move on. Which actually reminds me of another story, because I used to support Barcelona a few years ago, and then they were playing a Champions League match, semi-finals against Liverpool. The first leg, Barcelona won 3-0 at the Camp Nou. And then the second leg, they were going to Liverpool Stadium to play the second leg. So whoever wins or loses, they will compile the results now, and then they will determine who now goes to the finals of the Champions League. So on this match, Barcelona had a 3-0 head start. Went to the other stadium, they lost 4-0. I was completely devastated. As in, it was one of the most painful moments of my life. Because to date, bado sija recover. And then again, ikakuja. And then a week later, the final episode of season finale of the Game of Thrones ilikuwa inatokea. For the entire last 2 seasons of the Game of Thrones, nilikuwa na support Khaleesi, the Mother of Dragons. Nilikuwa napenda vile ako ruthless, riding the dragons and all those things. So for the people who have not watched Game of Thrones, I'm really sorry. But for the people who have watched, I'm sure you can relate to this. But on the final episode, he was stabbed and died. Really, it just killed my month. Just killed my month after that. I didn't even, I didn't even know how to function. I wasn't even talking to my friends with the same enthusiasm that I'm talking to you right now. And then another incident is there was a time we were playing against KCB rugby club. I was playing for Mustangs, so you guys can go and research. Um, and then that particular game, for some weird reason, the coach decided not to play me. So we went there. I was already changed, just ready, ready for the game. But for some for some reason, we lost 103-0. It's like I'm Jenny Skaten. We lost 103-0. We didn't even score a single point that game. As in, looking back, it's just one of those moments in hata siwezi sahau. And because hata kama ni kulose, nimezoea maybe kulose like 3-0 or a margin of 1-0 or ikienda sana a margin of 7-0 only. But 103 is a miracle. It's just incredible, unbelievable. It's like a catastrophe, a calamity, all those things put together. So, which actually drives my point that so many people are attached to earthly things. For me, I was attached to the football club, for the love of that team. And then can you fail? Now my mood has been ruined. My week has been ruined. My month has been ruined. I was attached to that series, Game of Thrones, to that character. Now after that, my whole month was fucked up. And then again, I was attached and I loved the game. And now, look at me right now, giving you stories about it. So, my point is, if I had known this better, if I had this piece of information better, I would have acted in a different way and I would not allow it to ruin my precious moments, because I believe that every moment is supposed to be enjoyed with the biggest spoon as possible, because time is limited, and if you get and nothing should come in between you and your happiness and in your peace. So my people, do not be too attached to material possession or earthly things. Everything under the sun is temporary. Nothing is permanent. See you on the next video. Peace. If you like this video, click on the like button. If you want to share this video to your friends and family, click on the share. And also feel free to add your comments down there. And let's keep on challenging each other mentally. Peace.